Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start with our lesson. Um, we're looking at keeping hope alive, and our scripture is coming from Genesis 45, 1 through 8, and then 10 through 15. Okay. First question. Should you forgive someone who have done you wrong if you have not asked for if they have not asked for forgiveness? Click yes or no. Um, I think you have a little button a little blue button you take to it. Should you forgive someone who have done you wrong if you have not asked for forgiveness? Let's see what our responses were. Oh, I think everybody said yes, didn't they? Everyone said yes. Okay, great. Yes, that's right. Click in the box, right in the box. If you're not on there, it's still fine. Okay, let's look at the story of true forgiveness, and let's see just how forgiveness works. Remember the story of Joseph and how he had two dreams that showed he would rule over his brothers? The dreams, along with the fact that he was his father's favorite son, made his brothers very jealous, and they plotted to kill him, but changed their mind and sold him into slavery. Well, once Joseph was sold into slavery, some good and some not so good things happened to him. At first, he was favored. Then an untruth was told on him, and he was placed in prison. And then he was highly favored when he was able to interpret the dreams of the Pharaoh. And then he was blessed with seeing his brothers again. But he did not know who Joseph was, but Joseph knew them. Joseph requests that they return home and bring their youngest brother back to Egypt. And this is where our story starts today. First of all, when Joseph saw his brothers, he was overcome with grief. I mean, he was just overtaken with grief when he saw his brothers. Which emotion do you think Joseph was overwhelmed with? Was it A, anger, B, hate, C, love, or D, jealousy? Select your answer. A, B, C, or D. Let's see what our responses are. It's not letting me select. Okay.
Wait.
Let's see what our responses are. We have two responses of love, and that's what it was. He was overcome with love. He was overcome with love. Joseph then revealed to his brothers who he was. How do you think Joseph's brothers felt when he revealed who he was? Type in an answer. How do you think Joseph's brothers felt when he revealed who he was? When Joseph told them who he was, how do you think his brothers felt? Remember, they had sold him into slavery. They thought he was dead all this time. So now that he's telling them who he is, how do you think Joseph felt? You can see some answers. Shocked? Oh yeah, I think he was shocked. Can you imagine if you sold somebody into slavery and then you end up meeting them later on and they have this position of authority? I think it wouldn't make you feel very, very, very shocked. Joseph rejoiced to see his brothers, even though they were shocked and they probably was fearful. Joseph rejoiced to see his brothers. Joseph requests that his fathers and brothers come and live near him so that they will have plenty. Who won when Joseph forgave?
What?
Who won? Who won in this case? When Joseph forgave, who won? Who was on the winning end? Let's see our answers. Oh, everybody won. Okay, that's great. I have an A too, huh? So everybody won. Because guess what? When you I'm sorry. when you forgive, you're not the only one who wins. Everybody wins. In this instance, everybody won. Joseph won. His brothers won. Even though we may think that what his brothers did to him was terrible, it wasn't that bad considering the fact that he had been separated from them for so long. To him, that was worse than what they could have ever done to him. And we have been spending the last 4 weeks talking about Joseph and his brothers. So what I want you to do now, and I know I'm asking you to go to a lot of little tabs. I need you to go to join my game or join my quiz, or you could click on the little link right there and they'll take you there. Or you could type in join my quiz. And when you type into that, okay, when you go down and click join my quiz or join my game, I need to go bring it up.
JoinMyQuiz.com.
And this is an easier one to get in because it doesn't require you to have a Google account. So everybody can go in to join my quiz. And it should be asking you to join a quiz.
JoinMyQuiz.com. JoinMyQuiz.com.
And what this is a little competition. It's just, just to see, everybody's gonna be going at their own pace. And I had it up and I misplaced it somewhere in my search. So I'm going back to my search. I'm going to ask you that you put in a code again. And I'm going to put the code up for you to see. Okay, I'm going to put the code back up. Okay, the code is 889968. 889968. And everybody who I want you to join my quiz because we've been studying about Joseph. 889968. And then once you type in your code, go ahead and start, press start. Well, once you press start, what's going to happen? Your quiz is going to start. Starting the game, okay? Go. And it's going to show who's in the lead. Come on, everybody. I should have more than 2 participants. Come on. You compete with each other. Star in third. Come on. And how many? I got number one right, the two, the three. Y'all finish the game?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Finish up. Let's see. I'll jump the first. Okay, come on. Oh, come on. Navy back in first. Oh, Star in first. I can help you. That's cheating. No. Come on. Get Navy back in first. Trey, that's okay if you can't jump. We're gonna go over the questions. We're gonna go over them. Navy won. They give you a chance to finish. Oh, Star, no Star in that team. I thought they won. Star got more points. So it's not who's winning the Swift, is it? Okay, let's look at the questions. Okay, did my questions go away? Star came in first place. I'm sorry. Star, Navy, and then Anna. Very good. Let's review the questions. Who was Joseph's father? Y'all can answer. Who was Joseph's father? Jacob. Okay. What special gift did Joseph have? He had dreams, didn't he? Did Joseph's brothers like him? No. What was his dreams about? The sun, the moon, and 11 stars. Who was Joseph's mother? Rachel. What did Joseph's father give him? A colorful coat. What did Joseph's brothers do for work? They worked as shepherds. What did his brothers decide to do with Joseph? They was going to throw him in a pit, but they end up selling him into slavery. Did I skip one? I'm sorry. What happened to Joseph after he was sold? Okay. He did go to jail. He did end up going to jail, didn't he? I'm just going too fast, so I'm skipping. Who were the people Joseph met in jail? The butler and the baker. What was Pharaoh's dream about? 7 fat cows and 7 skinny cows. What did Pharaoh's dream mean? That there will be 7 years of plenty and 7 years of hardship. Who came to Egypt to ask Joseph for food? His brothers. Whose side did Joseph put his silver cup? And that was Benjamin. That was part of my story that I didn't tell y'all. I'm sorry. But the other was from the other stories that we learned earlier during the month. Did Joseph's brothers learn their lesson for giving away their brother? Of course they learned their lesson. They were sorry that they have done so. So we had a review of Joseph. We had that his brothers. Today we learned the fact of him forgiving and the importance of forgiving. And when you forgive, not only do you win, but everybody wins in the situation when you forgive. So forgiveness is very important so that everybody can win. So did we learn something today? My volleyball.
Yes.
Okay, we learned something today. Okay. Were we able to go back and tie everything in with our review?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did we have fun?
Yes.
Yes.
Because learning is fun, right?
Yes.
Any questions? Okay. I hope you enjoyed this week's lesson. We will see you next week. For C. We'll see you next week for C. If there's no questions.